Hi and welcome. Today we'll be interviewing the director for the film Ainbo, The Spirits of the Amazon, José Zelada. For the story Ainbo, The Spirits of the Amazon, I gotta know, where did the story come from and what were some of the main sources for inspirations for both the actual story and the characters?
La inspiración de Ainbo nace a raíz de mi mamá. Mi mamá es Ainbo. Ella nace en la selva, nace en una caserío, en una tribu, porque mis abuelos, que eran inmigrantes irlandeses, portugueses, tienen sus negocios ahí y de casualidad nace ahí. Y tiene una leyenda muy bonita y crece en la selva y nos cuenta, prácticamente ella es Ainbo, ¿no? La manera de ser de Ainbo nace de ahí, de ella.
So my mom, she is from the jungle. She was born in the Amazon, and her parents were immigrants, and they were doing some business there in the Amazon, and she was born there. And her way of acting, of being, it's Ainbo. Ainbo really resembles what she was.
Y luego nosotros crecimos en la selva y a mí me encantaba mucho empaparme y caminar por el monte, conocer tenía amigos nativos y conocía todas las leyendas y me fui llenando de toda esa inspiración de leyendas, historias que yo mismo las convertí, las narraba después de una manera más cinematográfica. Entonces todos los ingredientes se juntaron para comenzar a escribir ahí.
So he used to live in the jungle too as well, and he used to love walking through the forest and submerging himself with the whole Amazon vibe, the whole fantasies and stories from the place. And he used to tell his friends stories about the Amazon, like he used to make them bigger, like in a cinematographic way.
You know, a lot of films, a lot of major studios out there, they depict other cultures, such as, you know, you have Disney representing Mexico with Coco, or a Colombian culture with Encanto. Why the Amazon? Why did you pick specifically the Amazon to make a movie about?
Ese fue el objetivo principal, ¿no? Nosotros exactamente pensábamos, lo que pregunta ella, decíamos, mira, Disney y Pixar abarcan sus películas diferentes regiones del mundo, culturas como Mulan, como Brave en Escocia, Coco. Decíamos, falta una princesa amazónica, falta un personaje amazónico, falta vender nuestra Amazonía, que es toda la región de Sudamérica. Entonces nos toca a nosotros, como hijos de la selva y cineastas, hacer algo, ¿no? Ese fue el objetivo número uno, ¿no? Sacar algo regional.
So they actually asked themselves the very same question you're asking us. They saw Pixar and Disney and DreamWorks Animation doing a lot of movies like Brave from Scotland or Coco in Mexico. And they thought to themselves, what can we give to the world from our culture, right? The world's lacking an Amazon princess. So they started developing a story, and that's what happened. I mean, what happened?
Through my research for this interview and the film itself, I discovered that this is an international production with Netherlands, the United States, and Peru all kind of converging to make this one film. However, I did also notice that it took a lot of time in development before it got to where it is now. Do you think that the long period in which the film was in production helped the film in being successful?
Definitivamente una película animada tiene ese tiempo, ¿no? Tiene su proceso. Creo que la película sí, este tiempo ayudó mucho. Nos llenamos también de equipo importante internacional, de gente, ¿no? Y de talento peruano. Sí, el tiempo ayudó, es importante, es el tiempo que se necesita, pero sobre todo la gente ayudó mucho.
An animated film takes a long time to make. It's a long process. So, but with a lot of help actually from international animators, and we found local talent too, Peruvian talent. The movie was able to grow and was able to become successful with the way it was. But yes, the animation, the realization process, it really takes a long time, but at the end, it's worth it.
There's only so much that you can incorporate in a 90-minute film. Were there some things that were left out due to time constraints that you wanted to include in the film?
Esta es la primera película. Se te queda en la cabeza, en la lengua, en los ojos, en tus manos, muchas cosas que quisiste meter, que que por N motivos no se pudieron meter, pero esta gran experiencia nos sirvió para que la siguiente película ya pensemos más en eso, aprendamos más y sí sea más completa, ¿no? Creo que este es un gran primer paso, ¿no? Pero definitivamente sí me faltaron muchas cosas.
As his first picture, there were a lot of things missing. Like he wanted to incorporate into a movie, and they just stuck into in the tip of his tongue or in his hands. Like he couldn't manage to put them into the movie. Like it was a 90-minute film, but it serves as an experience to be able to do that on the second film and on the third film, to incorporate those things that we were missing and to put it on the next story.
The film is due to be released on DVD on November 29th. That is this month on the 29th. Congratulations, by the way. What would you say to audience members watching this to entice them to watch the film?
Ya, bueno, ahora hay miles de plataformas y sobre todo en las redes, en internet también te las puedes bajar. Hay miles de formatos en que puedes verla, ¿no? La única manera que yo digo que compren DVD es porque tienes algo tangible, algo de colección, algo que lo vas a tener, ¿no? Guardado y lo vas a poder coleccionar. Que la compren porque es una película que te va a hacer ver y conocer la Amazonía de una manera diferente, para los que no la conocen, y ver una realidad que golpea la Amazonía y que esto puede tener un punto de reflexión, ¿no? De una manera más empática, de una manera más lúdica, cómo afrontar y cómo ver esa realidad. Pero básicamente esto es un tema de colección.
So there's a lot of streaming services right now, streaming methods, and you can watch it online also. But having a DVD, it's important because it's like a collection artifact, like a collection object that you can have in your house. And also the story is so important. It's very important because it treats a problem that it's important for the whole world. Actually, the Amazon is our rainforest, and it makes you know it in a different way, and about illegal mining and all of the subjects that the movie has.
Congratulations on the success of this film. I know it's your first feature film ever. With that being said, can you tell us about your experience working on your very first film?
Aprendí muchísimo. Nunca pensé que mi primera película iba a ser en animación. Yo soy de live action. Pero el reto me gustó porque pude generar yo mismo un mundo diferente, tal cual lo tenía en la cabeza, que pude prácticamente dar a luz a los personajes, ¿no? Que todos tienen una parte de mí. Y me gustó ese reto de poder hacer, ¿no? Una experiencia maravillosa. Por eso que ahora ya estamos avanzando con nosotros, ¿no?
It was a wonderful experience. It's his first picture, and he was always a live action guy. You know, like he used to do live action movies or live action short films, or he's a publicity director. But now he didn't imagine that his first movie was going to be an animated one, and his process was beautiful. It was very nice to create the characters, to animate the characters, to design them, and it really fulfilled him.
For the English dub version of the film, was the cast member something that he had personally envisioned for the film? And what I mean, of course, is if the cast matched the characters in his view.
Acá tiene mucho que ver el presupuesto, obviamente.
Yeah, the budget has a lot to do here.
Pero también me pareció al final, me gustó que las voces sean totalmente independientes, que sean chicas más reales, que no tengan una presencia en la industria, ¿no? Creo que le dio un poquito de originalidad al personaje.
He says that the budget is a big deal here, but anyways, he liked that the cast were very well-known characters, well-known actors. You know, but the media, they haven't done a lot of movies, so it's good to give opportunity to these people and to also know them and have new and fresh voices doing the voices.
I had the opportunity to interview Lola, the voice of Ainbo in Ainbo, the Spirit of the Amazon, and this is what she had to say about her film. So first and foremost, congratulations on your first animated feature film.
Oh, thank you so much.
So tell me about the character you voiced, because you voiced the lead, which is Ainbo. Tell me a little bit about her.
She's a warrior princess who is just like trying to preserve her forest, and she would do anything to protect it. So she's a really strong little lady.
The film represents a culture, specifically Amazonian culture in Peru. What were some things that you learned while working on the film that you didn't already know?
I voiced it like when I was like 12 or something. I started when I was like 12 or 13, and I didn't really know much about like the Amazon, and I didn't know that there was like actual like deforestation going on over there. So I learned that.
What were some challenges that were presented while working on the film?
It wasn't that hard. It wasn't like a challenge for me. I know that sounds like weird. That sounds bad, but like there weren't really many challenges.
Out of curiosity, did you get to work with a director, José Zelada, or any of the other cast members?
It was just me. They had the cast members come in at separate times, and one of them actually lives in New York, so they had to do their own thing in New York. But some of them did live here, and it's a one at a time process. So I worked on my own. I had a bunch of really great people like Ned Lott and Richard Klaus, who actually zoomed from, I think it was Peru, and they were all just like really nice and supportive, and yeah, it was a really great time filming it. I mean, voicing it, or however you would say it.
The film is due to be released on November 29th. What would you say to audience members watching this in order to entice them to watch the film?
I don't know. I mean, like, it's about a warrior princess, so if you're into that like whole girl power thing, you should definitely check it out. And it's a really good message, like, for the environment. Save your environment, because you only have one world, one environment, so protect it.
All right, thank you so much, Lola.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This has been a wonderful interview, and good luck with your next film, Kiara, is it?
Kayara, yeah.
Kiara.
Callara.
And thank you so much for the opportunity for the interview. Guys, don't forget to pre-order Ainbo, the Spirit of the Amazon, right here, which is ironically available on Amazon. So click here, click to buy that or pre-order it if it's not already out. The film does come out on November 29th of this month, which is why I said November twice. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll leave you guys with these awesome videos and interviews I know you'll love, and I'll see you guys next time.